What is going on? Another edition of Joe's News and Views. If this is y'all guys' first time coming into the channel, if you are on the YouTube side, please do me a favor. I need y'all to go ahead on and hit that like button. He also hit the subscribe button. Also, to do me a huge favor and hit that notification bell. So every time I come in, you'll know what's going on. Now, tonight, this is going to be a very short broadcast. We're going to do a record time. We're going to be doing this for 20 minutes, okay? Because you know y'all guys should be sticking around. I'm going to stream the presidential debate. And I'm going to, every time they go into commercial break, I'm going to go in with my commentary of what I think and my analysis. And then I'm going to wrap it back up with a final analysis with another video of that before we go and call it a night. So, without further ado, we're going to jump into the first topic. And the first topic is, well, you guessed it, the presidential debate. Now, everybody is already talking about how it's probably going to go down. We already know the radical left is going to talk about Orange Man is bad, while Mike Pence is going to paint a beautiful picture as why he is the vice president and why he keeps doing what he's doing. Now, on the contrary, we already know that this is all going to be in Salt Lake City, Utah. Now, they are supposed to be like 12 feet apart. And it's going to be like the first debate since the COVID-19 incident with President Trump. Now, everybody is saying that Mike is probably going to really take advantage of this because Mike is a very good debater. Now, as far as Mike, let me tell you what also he's involved in when it comes to the sweet and sour sniffles. He's the head of that task force. Also, too, for the record, hey, what's going on, Michelle? Thank you for joining the broadcast. I'm glad you're a part of it. And not to mention, too, you got Senator Harris, who will make a forceful case that they failed in that department. And, you know, she's going to take a page from Biden, getting all loud, and will not speak directly to voters at home, and probably going to be questioning Mike like always with nothing to back it up. But Mike is going to defend the administration's criticized record combating in the coronavirus. Here's what I feel like is going to happen on the debate. I hope that Mike Pence asks her about why all of a sudden she was going so hard on Joe Biden about being racist in America for 47 years and making sure that all these crime bills and all that stuff was locking up black folks, black Americans, and she didn't want to stand up to the fact of the matter that she only did it because she thought that was going to put her in the driver's seat. Oh yeah, I know. And not to mention too, I also want to know if Mike Pence going to ask her about her track record in San Francisco whenever she was dealing with Willie Brown and how he helped her got into that position to where she became the DA. Not to mention all the scandalous stuff that Willie Brown was doing while he was in office. And I hope he also asks her too why she keeps flip flopping. One minute she says she's Indian American, and when it fits her narrative, then she wants to scream she's Black American. I hope he asks her these things because to me, when I look at Kamala Harris, I see her as a woman who does anything to get in the position of power. I don't see her as someone who has the best interest of the United States as a vice president. I'm just being fact, stating real facts. She seems like she'll say anything to, yeah, I'm here for you. I care for you. And as soon as her chance to switch up comes, she does it. So I don't trust her. I don't think she's a good fit. I don't think she is capable of leading this nation if it came to the part of the matter that we needed a leader. I'm not saying this because she's a woman. I'm saying this because of the fact of the matter, her track record. Because when you ask her about the things she has done, she won't own up to it. She always has an excuse. It's either, oh, it was a debate. Oh, I was just trying to win. It's always uh, I want to put it to the side. Not to mention, she said conflicting stories about she listened to Tupac while she was in college. Tupac, she's way older than Tupac. This woman's almost 60 years old. Tupac is born in, yeah, but Tupac's only 50. So for her to be able to listen to Tupac while she was in college, as young as she says she is, she either lying about her age or B, she's lying to be down. And then when you ask her simple questions about, oh yeah, who's your favorite rapper? Uh, um, it's Tupac. I mean, your favorite rapper alive? Uh, Tupac. No, Tupac is dead. He's been dead since 1996. That lets me know that you'll do anything to sound popular. I don't know why I keep doing that. You keep doing that because you like to lie. That's why you keep doing it. It's out of habit. Because when you're comfortable in doing a habit, even if you know it's bad, you do what? You just keep on doing it because you don't have no initiative to change it. So that's just where we at with her. That's how I feel about her. So we're gonna move right along to Derek Chauvin because everybody wants to know what's going on with that situation and where we at with the terms of his bail. So give me 1 second and I'm gonna break it down to y'all what happened. See here. Here we go. A lot of news tonight, but I can't cover it all because I'm on a time constraint. So the ex cop posts $1 million bail. The Floyd family lawyer calls it painful reminder justice is far from being reached. So the former Minneapolis police officer who had his neck on George Floyd for 8 minutes, his knee on George Floyd. Yeah, man, you know I'm in the building, brother. I'm gonna give you the news. I'm sorry about yesterday. I had some personal business to tend to, but your boy back. I'm back like I never left, okay? Anyway, uh he posted $1 million bail. Now, like I said, if you don't know who this Derek Chauvin is, backstory, he's the cop that had his knee on George Floyd's neck for 8+ minutes after he got a call that George Floyd was involved in a counterfeit passing at a store. Now, we've seen the video footage. George did comply, but George also was very high off of all kinds of substances that had excited delirium. Now, there is conflicting stories out there. Allegedly, when Minneapolis did their autopsy, it said that George Floyd passed away due to the drugs in his system and excited delirium. When the family did their autopsy, it's saying that he died of asphyxiation due to the fact of Derek Chauvin's knee on his neck. I'm going to go with he died with Derek Chauvin's knee on his neck because Derek Chauvin definitely was enjoying the fact of having his knee on his neck. Now, it was an unfortunate event, and rest in peace to George Floyd, but this is what caused everybody in America to lose their mind. Now, was George Floyd how can I put this, morally right in his everyday life? No, he wasn't. He had a lot of flaws and a lot of demons. Did he deserve to die the way he died? No, he did not. Do we feel like he should be accountable for what we've seen in the video? I mean, I know a lot of patriots argue with me, debate with me, and say that they feel like that the knee on his neck did not cause him to die. I feel like it did. I feel like that the police were responsible. They could have done this a different way, but that's neither here or there. That's a debate that we could talk about for hours. Now, either way it goes, he posted $1 million. Now, this was not a cash bond. He had to have something that was non-cash. Now, when you have bonds like this, that basically means you got to have some kind of property. Okay. Now, at the time, him and his wife was getting a divorce, and she is a real estate person, and she also has some stuff up for sale. So I'm thinking somebody either A, purchased a property or bought the property they were selling, or B, there was some other property that they had and put it together. You know what, B man? I Only thing I can say is that this cop, with moral wise, I know that he had a lot of issues on the job. I know that at the yeah, something about 10%, about between 10 to 30%, calls on what the states is. So he has something that was a property they put up. But getting back to B man, I mean, he wasn't morally right in his life either, because he did made a lot of mistakes on the job. He had a lot of issues going on. He had complaints in the past. I just feel like that the guys that was around him that day, the veterans, failed George Floyd, because the way he had his knee on his neck, that could have all been prevented. There was a lot of guys that could have prevented this whole issue. They could have got him down on the ground. They could have went and put that knee on his back, and he could have went to jail. Yeah, you're right, veteran. Well, it had to be non-cash. So if a donor helped, they had to have something to contribute non-cash for him to get out. I mean, when they talk about non-cash, they had to have some kind of property, something that was worth that much of money to get out. So I'm thinking it's a property. Because him and his wife got more than one property. So I think that at the end of the day, that what happened. I think that him and his wife decided to go and get a property and everything else, because she was trying to divorce him, because she knew that right now George Floyd's family has a civil suit against him, against both of them right now. Oh yeah, yeah, veteran patriot. He wasn't the best cop in the world, believe me. He should have been out the door. He had a lot of complaints. So now this is the conditions of his bond. He cannot leave the state unless he talks with the judge first. And it has to be of good reason. That's number one. Number two, he cannot go and get in contact with George Floyd's family at all. He can't talk to them through social media. He can't do no third party talking, none of that stuff. And he has to appear in all of his court appearances. Now, I don't know if he's going to have an ankle monitor or not, but I know that is what his conditions is so far of his bond. Oh yeah, you know he's gonna lose. That's why his wife was trying to divorce him, because she's a big time realtor in the area, and she's gonna lose a lot of stuff too. That's why she was trying to divorce, because she filed for divorce the same day he got arrested. I know that was everybody kept saying that was a legal move, because how you with this man for that many years, y'all show so happy, you say he the love of your life, and then he does this, and you hurry up and go to the lawyer's office to get a divorce. Sound like to me you was trying to save yourself from a civil suit. Same thing if I was a cop. If I'm a cop and I hurt somebody and me and my wife together, I could easily tell my wife, hey baby, listen, you need to go to the lawyer and file for a divorce, because they're gonna do a civil suit on us, and they're gonna take everything. If you do a divorce now, you can take what you need. We get the divorce. You can say you got everything, and then whenever this is over, we can go back and get married again, or rekindle our relationship, which is a risk in itself, because if she gets everything, you might not get rekindled. She might be like, you know what? I feel good being single. Let me go ahead on and close this chapter in my life. Yeah, it is a smart move. It is. But yeah, I think that what his plan was, and it didn't work out. All right, moving right along, we are going to talk about, let's see what's next on the list. We're going to talk about the NBA. Well, first, let's talk about the stimulus check. Hold on. Before I go to the NBA, let's talk about the stimulus. Because I know everybody been asking me about the stimulus and what's going on with that. So give me 1 second. Let me pull my information up. I had it saved earlier, but everybody got so much going on about these debates, they're not really talking about that stimulus. And I get a lot of my sources. All right, so this is where we at. So yesterday, President Trump has said that he was not going to approve Nancy Pelosi's whole $1 trillion, I think it was like $2 trillion package, something like that. I think it was two. Yeah, I think it was two over $2 trillion package, right? Well, the reason why he didn't approve it because Nancy Pelosi had some. You right, Spice. You right. I'm with you on that, bro. I'm with that all day. So anyway, getting back to what I was saying with Pelosi. Pelosi thought that she was gonna be in good hands and get this deal done with Trump. She thought that President Trump, since he had a bout with COVID, he was gonna say, "Okay, Nancy, you win. I signed the bill and we'll have a stimulus package for everybody." Well, in the stimulus package, she must have forgot that President Trump reads every fine print. She wanted climate change and she also wanted to do racial sensitivity training in all federal related jobs. Now, listen, guys, she know good and the hell well that Trump was not going for the whole racial sensitivity training. Just like the last time they tried that same thing, talking about having a discussion about how to cater and answer the people that for black and all lives matters. Here, let me tell y'all something. When I'm at work, I don't talk about politics about what I do. Now, people may ask me, "What's up, Rachel? Thanks for the American flag. I appreciate it." People may ask me, "Joel, I heard you got a YouTube channel. What is it about?" I tell them, "Well, I talk about everyday events and it's in a conservative format." And I'll leave it at that. Now, if they want to check it out, they can check it out. But when it comes to work, I don't go up here and I don't be screaming, "Oh man, I'm a Trump supporter. I'm this, that, and the third. Now let's get talking about it." I don't. I got a fan at work, older lady that watches my channel as well, and her husband are patriots, and they watch my channel, and she be trying to talk to me about what you gonna talk about tonight, and I'll be like, "Yo, I'm at work mode. I don't want to talk about it because when I'm at work mode, I'm at work mode. I don't want to talk about politics at work. It's not designed for work. It's like my mom always told me, politics and church, it don't mix. Politics and religion don't mix. Yeah, man. I know y'all like it. I dig it. My wife is the one that picked it out because she was like, "Yo, this is all you right here." So yeah, she looking at me like you getting on my nerves. We got it. We got it at a little shop in her hometown. She knows all these places. They sell all the Patriot stuff. I'm gonna be getting a lot of Patriot stuff from them. We'll probably go back there sometime. What, babe? Next month or something? Yeah, we might go back next month. I'm all about that Patriot game, so she the one that got me on it. Got me to check it out. So we got American flags in the house now. Exactly, bro. There's two different modes. Like when I'm on work mode, I'm in work mode. I don't want to talk about politics. That's the same thing about this whole race thing that's going on. Yes, my wife is awesome. That's my boo. When I'm doing those things, it's how I am. And my wife is the same way. Like if my wife is selling jewelry, she don't want to talk about politics. She'll even hurt your feelings if you ask her about politics while or do Black Lives Matter anything while she's trying to sell jewelry. She'll tell you, "Listen, I ain't trying to be rude, but I don't like talking about these things when I'm doing business. But after I get through doing this, if you want to talk about it, then I'll give you my personal analysis and what I feel. That's just how my wife is, you know. And to me, that's stupid. But either way it goes, he shot it down. Pelosi got mad, and then he came out with a tweet saying, "Hey Pelosi, I'll do the deal, but if you're gonna do the deal, I need you to take out a few things. And I need you to also work with the Republican Party so we can all come to a mutual agreement." So they said they're almost done with getting it done because Trump said that he doesn't want to let the American people down. He know we need the money, and that's what it's about. All right, so I'm almost out of time, but I got one more thing to inform y'all, and that is the sports side. The NBA, yeah, you don't. You don't need to. You don't need to. The NBA is officially next season not going to have any Black Lives Matter, all that social warrior justice shit is going to go out the window. Now, this is coming from the NBA commissioner. He said that it is not going to be on the floor next season. He said, "We're completely committed to standing for social justice and racial equality. And that's been the case going back decades," Silver said in an interview. "It's part of the DNA of this league. How it gets manifested is something we're going to have to sit down with the players and discuss for next season." Silver continued, "I would say in terms of the messages you see on the court in our jerseys, this was an extraordinary moment in time when we began these discussions with the players and what we all lived through this summer. My sense is there will be somewhat a return to normalcy, that those messages will largely be left to be delivered off the floor. And I understand those people who are saying I'm on your side, but I want to watch a basketball game." Yeah, because you know why? Because uh I mean, you got to elaborate a little bit more on that, brother, but we'll talk about that during the debate. Let me finish this up so we can go to the next one. Um I see why. Because they lost a lot of money. All right? Cuz see, there's only 6 million people watched this year's game. Okay? When usually they're used to having 20 plus million people watching it online and through different platforms. And because of this, that going woke cost the NBA a lot of money. So NBA is starting to realize people don't want to hear about all this social justice warrior bullshit. They want to see the game. They want to have a good time. That's their escape from all of this. Not to mention, too, another reason why they're doing this is because they're starting to also understand, too, is that you can do all of that protesting on your free time. Exactly. Now, one thing I can say about Adam Silver caters to the players. David Stern, David Stern was about business. If David Stern was over the NBA like he was back, like he was back in the day, like he was over now before Adam Silver, David Stern would have never had this shit going on. All that Black Lives Matter and putting names on shirts and stuff, he would have told them like this: "I understand your frustration. I feel your pain, but we're not doing that here. You can do that on your free time. Right now, we got a basketball game to finish playing." And another reason I felt like Adam Silver took the chance to do it, because he knew that we were all quarantined and he wasn't going to get that many views anyway. So, with that being said, guys, I am done. If you like what I just did, do me a favor, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell every time I come on. Also, too, if you follow me on my other platforms, go ahead on and hit the follow button, and definitely watch out for more of me. The contest is still on. Go on my YouTube, subscribe, drop a comment, put your Cash App in. If you get me to 300, you know what it is, $50 for a random fan. If you get me to 750, subscribers, $75 for a random fan. And if you get me to 1,000 subscribers, you get $100 to a random fan. So y'all need to tell people, go over and subscribe, get it in. All right, guys, I got to get off here. I got to set y'all up for the debate so I can stream it. All right, so y'all stick around. I'll be on that shortly. Love you guys. Stay straight. Stay good. God bless America.